How does the Census Bureau determine the BAS contact? The BAS contact is the main point of contact in their government who receives all survey materials and correspondence from the Census Bureau. In most cases, the local government designates a BAS contact and sends this person's information to the Census Bureau. If not, the Census Bureau will assign the employee who responded to the BAS in previous years as the BAS contact. If the Census Bureau does not receive a BAS response for several years from a governmental unit, the Census Bureau or the State Data Center will attempt to establish contact with either the local planning department or the GIS department. If a contact cannot be established through any of these means, the Census Bureau will mail the BAS annual response form to the highest elected official. The BAS begins every year in the early winter, when BAS contacts receive the annual response letter and forms. Respondents who wish to report boundary changes, boundary corrections, or feature updates may download materials from the BAS website or request BAS materials by mail. BAS maps, shapefiles, the Geographic Update Partnership software, and all respondent guides are available for download. The Census Bureau will only ship paper maps and shapefiles on CD or DVD upon request. Filling out the annual response form is one of the most important steps you can take as a BAS participant, even if you don't have any boundary updates to report. The annual response form is an official form sent from the U.S. Census Bureau every year to the person designated as the BAS contact in your office. You will receive an email with information on how to access the form online. The annual response form confirms the primary BAS contact and the highest elected official currently in office for your government. When you complete the annual response form, you inform the Census Bureau if you have any boundary changes to report. If you are reporting boundary changes, you also use this form to record how you will report these boundary changes, whether you want to work with shapefiles or paper maps. If you do not have any changes to report, it is still important that you fill out and return the annual response form. Responding with no changes helps the Census Bureau to organize follow-up efforts during each BAS cycle. Detailed instructions on filling out your annual response form are found in both the Introduction to Digital BAS video and the paper BAS video. Now we will review some important dates for the BAS. Boundary updates must be legally in effect on or before January 1st to be reported in the current survey year. Boundary updates returned by March 1st will be reflected in the ACS and PEP data estimates and in next year's BAS materials. Boundary updates returned by May 31st will be reflected in next year's BAS materials. Please keep in mind that all legal boundary changes, incorporations, disincorporations, name changes, and functional status changes must be in effect as of January 1st of the current BAS year. For example, for the 2013 BAS, all legal changes must be in effect on or before January 1st, 2013. If there are any changes that go into effect after January 1st, please wait until next year's survey to report this information to the Census Bureau.